National anthem by Lorain marching band. Instructions to Mr. Who.
Good evening and welcome to George Daniel Field. It's high school football 2025, and the Lorain Titans, in a new league, entertain an old familiar foe. Jay Ferguson and Tom Bauer here, along with student support and Michael Pisciotti on the dials. It's old conference friend Maple Heights. The last team that Lorain played in the LEL last October is here to open the season in a non-conference role.
That's just what I was going to say. It's funny when you play them your last season game. Now your first one this season.
And for the Titans won that game 34-32, but it was 27-6, and Maple Heights made a change at QB, bringing in junior Luke Anziover, who proceeded to throw for over 300 yards, and the game ended up 34-32 Lorain, as Lorain intercepted a pass in the end zone on the last play to win the league. But tonight's another year. Anziover is hurt on crutches and out and will not play. I believe we're going to get Mike Banks, number 7, who started the game last year, to be the quarterback.
Well, Maple always had a wealth of athletes, so I'm sure they can fill in for an injured player.
Enrique Robertson, number 3, to kick from south to north, and we're underway. Short kick taken by one of the up men. That is B.J. Serrano, senior safety, out to about the 35, where the Titans will take over for the first time this year with good field position. Now, we had quite a quarterback battle in the preseason. Senior David Whitaker and freshman T.J. Whittington went back and forth. In fact, each started a scrimmage or two. And tonight we're going to come out with David Whitaker, 5'10 senior. I was going to say under center, but it's not that. He's going to take the snap.
Yeah.
To his left is number 7, Toreno Allen. Titans with 2 receivers to each side in the pistol formation, and we get motion on the first play. Allen straight ahead. Toreno Allen! Can he get caught from behind? But he's down inside the 15.
Wow. Wow.
That was just straight dive football.
Yeah.
Somewhere Gene Kennedy is smiling.
Well, you know, I'm saying the trick here is if Lorain's offensive line can play as well as last year's offensive line, they're going to be successful.
And we're going to spotlight them all night. 67, Lamar Miller will be over the ball. On the left side, it's Jalen Moore, 54, Amari Malone, 55. As 1st and 10 at the 13, same play, different side. Spins off 1, down to about close to the 10. We'll call it the 10.5. for a short gain. The right side of that line, 77, Bryce Lowe, and 56, Deontay Edwards. Not the biggest group in size, but I was very impressed with them in this Amherst scrimmage because Amherst brought back a veteran defense. Here's a split backs look for the first time, and it's Allen again spinning off a hit down near the 5.
Yeah, get close to first down distance, isn't it?
No, he's only got him at the 7. It looks like. You know, the changes keep coming here at George Daniel. Not something we're going to be able to show you on TV, but if you're in Lorain and drive down Oberlin Avenue, there's about a 50-yard piece of canvas hanging off the back of the home bleachers on Oberlin Avenue that is absolutely gorgeous. You can check it out on social media. 3rd down and 4 for Lorain. Now, Lorain does have a senior kicker in Jacob Rivera. Whitaker, option look. Going to lose a yard. That's just not David's strength.
No.
He's a lot of things, but
I think
quick is not one of them.
That was going to be an option play. I think it might have been covered. I wasn't watching the outside to see if we get a replay on see if the option was at all open.
Losses back to the 9, which is going to bring up 4th down. They've got to get to about the 3 for a first down. And decision time, the first time this year, isn't much of a decision for Coach Boyes. Allen again in the backfield, low snap this time, Flips it out to Allen. Allen's got the edge.
And
Allen!
in. No,
Nope.
they put him out on the first down
Out
on a 1 yard
about
line.
The 2 yard line. That was just a
Yeah.
little jog out that way and I'll flip it to you kind of play. It'll go down as pass, but it was a running play.
Yeah, it was.
And Terreno Allen, the number one, get the first down. Live to snap it again. And he did that. It's first and goal on the 2 for the Titans with 9:40 to go in the first quarter. Whitaker, Allen, he's going to walk in the house!
At the 9:37 mark, first score of the season.
That's how you want to start the year. T.J. Allen from 2 yards. In fact, he had every yard on that, and plus a couple.
The ones
of the
that David lost. Yeah.
Jacob Rivera, the senior soccer player kicker. Tyree Morales, number 6, is the holder. Avery Martin with long snap. Snap is back, down, up.
I think it's good.
He got it.
Very nice. Nice to have that soccer kicker
Veteran
with his
soccer
accuracy.
kicker, too.
Yep.
Back again. That's the one of the really nice things. You don't think about it, but it's always nice to have a veteran kicker. So when Coach Boyas hit the pillow last night, you think he thought about the game starting this way?
I know he said, we're going to run the ball. We're going to run the ball until they can stop us.
Right.
Yep.
And we don't have Osir Kimball and Hyro Williams anymore. They're off to college, and they were the game breakers last year. Now, Terreno Allen would have been at least the number 2, probably the number 1 running back, but halfway through the year, he caught an ankle and was really
he was hampered the whole rest of the season.
Most of the rest of the year. Didn't play many games.
That's another key to them having a successful year, and this game especially is keeping him healthy.
Now, this Maple Heights roster, you could safely say that when it comes to plays like this, they're putting 11 linebackers and defensive backs on the field because they've got athletes all over everywhere. And if you look up front, this is not the hands team, but 12, 13, 9, 21, 15, and 89.
All receivers.
Like all up because that's who they are.
Yeah. But look at the big hole they have around the 30-yard line, between the 35.
Side. Yeah. Rivera line drive along the ground, knocked down, picked up at the 21 by one of the up men. This is 24, Uwe Scott. Uwe Scott gets it out in good shape for Maple. They're going to have the same field position that Lorain did, the 34-yard line. Now, the Titans bring back 3 people with All-Ohio mention on defense this year. They include number 0, defensive end Ezra Williams, number 16, linebacker J.L. Diaz, and number 8, linebacker Jemias Gaines. So there's your experience, along with safety B.J. Serrano. The rest of this defense is going to be a little bit, let's see how we develop.
Well, they're giving the big cushions on the wide receivers.
He had pressure there. He overthrows the world. Had a man out there. Well covered though was number 1 number Keyshawn Shepard. Well, you look at number 1, you go to the top line of the roster, and then realize you've got a 0, as does Lorain.
Yeah. Well, I thought he was well covered. And that was Serrano back there with him.
Yeah. There's one of your more experienced guys. So 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. There's the straight give to the near side. Got some, got 5, got 6. Pushed the pile forward from the 34 out to the 41. So it's going to be 3rd and about 3 for Maple. Now that's what you don't want, and that's what you worry about with this three-man
Yeah.
line is getting outflanked.
Yes, exactly. I said that every time I see the three-man line, you got to have some way to stop them getting around the perimeter. But they got a number 3 out there. Gusto, is they calling him a lineman too? And that's how you stop it right there.
Right there.
Yeah, yeah.
There's your All-Ohio linebacker.
You send linebackers through the middle and take some gaps.
J.L. Diaz in the backfield along with Ezra Williams, and the Titans hold on the first possession. Loss is back to the 33, -1 for the offense. B.J. Serrano, number 1, will be deep. Now, we noticed in talking with the coaching staff, this is a very short setup for a punter. He sets up about 11 yards behind the ball rather than the customary 15. And that's not his convenience. That's for the snap. Now they bring a man in tight. The Titans are going to go after one of these.
Oh, they're bringing all in tight. Look at this.
I don't know if it's now, but look, they've got a runner set about 5 yards behind the line. Slow snap under the defender. Serrano picks it up at the 32. No, that's the
flag.
the
That's a flag. Yeah, it's a flag, not a flag.
Yep, jiving around out to about the 38.
Yeah.
That was just the change of possession flag.
Yeah.
Everyone
got to get up.
With all the colors, why can't we make things
a green one?
Yeah, you know.
That's Serrano having trouble getting up.
You know, Tom, when the AFL came to an existence when you and I were kids, they went to red penalty flags, if you remember. And, you know, you had some contrast to red and yellow bean bags and things like that. And that's the Mighty Mustang Band, isn't it? Maple Heights on the far side.
You know, something you're going to see different once they get into conference play. The lack of fans on the visiting side, when some of these new conference schools come up, I think they're going to bring more people. You know, the stronger schools have a better following sometimes.
Well, I know some of these schools that we're talking about, and Brunswick is the one that first comes to mind. They have show bands. They bring trucks and equipment.
And I bet you Mentor does the same thing, and
sure
probably so does Strongsville.
I haven't seen Mentor in a while.
Now, you've been down to Medina.
They put an emphasis on the band. And, you know, there's a lot to look forward to in the greater Cleveland Conference.
Yeah.
Is it going to be different? Sure it is. But, you know, one of the things that I look forward to is looking across the field and seeing a lot of people in the stands, because these schools, for the most part that we just mentioned, they travel
Yes,
well.
they do. Yes, they do.
Now the Titans will come out for the second time, leading 7-0. They're at their own 38. Let's see if we can get the wide receivers. 4 Zion Moore, 6 Tyree Morales. Andre Campbell is in for Serrano, as we've got Allen once again next to Whitaker. Motion coming, jet sweep. This is Moore. Moore gets a block, gets across the 40 to about the 43. Took what he could get and ended up with the ball. Nice gain of 4 on first down.
Yeah,
a little bit of a block from Zion Moore there.
Now, I think Moore he's a speedster, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm looking to him maybe to take the same role as
bit.
Williams last year.
Last year in Hyro, you had a 4-year player.
And I think Moore's only a junior now, right?
Right. That Allen hitting the backfield.
Yeah.
Okay, so Maple Heights sure made some adjustments.
Well, they're going to start bringing people up the middle and crowding up that middle.
I think the clogging of the option, they realized Whitaker not the running threat that we've used to seeing at quarterback for Lorain. And, you know, behind him you have the freshman, J.T. Whittington, and quite honestly, he's not very big. So probably not either. Now for the first time in the backfield is Diaz, 16, spelling Allen on 3rd and about 7.
Oh, that looks like a penalty.
Might be 3rd and about 5. Whoop. Did you see that, Tom?
Was that a flip?
Yeah, it was
Or he just falls down.
That's what that's the video craze. The right tackle, Deontay Edwards, long after the man from Maple Heights was back on his side, he went backwards on his rear end like he'd been hit by a car.
That's another one. Now, something has to be. There again.
There he did it again. Dead ball, offsides. Move the chains for the Titans.
No, I seen one linebacker kind of pointing. So something with that cadence is what draws him off. But
good discipline by the line not to move. But in high school football, drawing the offense on. Now, the official just spoke to that young man at the tackle. So 1st and 10, Lorain. Whitaker back, wants a long one. Got a man.
Oh, and he missed the bat. Oh.
Dropped the ball. I was getting ready to go into celebration mode. That was 11. William Jones, a junior, had him.
Yeah.
And pass, in fact, was a little behind him, slowed up, and everything was perfect. A good pocket for Whitaker on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be the type of passer who has to stay in the pocket,
right?
With his feet, which
he's got a good arm, and when he doesn't wind up, he's got a good release. Straight ahead, Diaz. Diaz gets 9, 8. Down to about the 42. Now, one thing that does do, that long pass, is you gotta honor it. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 3 when all is said and done.
Well, see, if they can spell Allen with some running backs that can also run the ball.
That's an easy name to spell. Deep I formation. Now, Diaz comes up to the left, straight ahead to give. He's not going to get anywhere. He's hit behind the line. That time, the Maple Heights linemen all took gaps and won their matchups. And they lost back to the 44. So it's going to be 4th and 5. No indication from the Titan sideline that there's a punter.
I don't think a long snap will give him a 1st down either, will it? No.
You mean an offside?
You draw him offside.
It would be close.
Oh, comes a quick kick.
Diaz, 1 step, punts it away high, and it's going to bounce about the 10, end over end, and into the end zone. Nice effort.
Yeah. Diaz is their punter.
Yeah, that's Ion Moore, number 4, down there trying to knock it back. But there's a whistle on the far side now. Not sure what that was. I think it might just be change of possession with 4:36 to go in the front. Oh, I'm sure it was a sideline violation because he did pick up a flag.
And he moved everyone back. I think that's the signal, isn't it?
Yeah. I couldn't see the flag. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20 for the second Maple possession. They were 3 and out the first time. Banks will come back under center, I'm sure.
And I'm seeing Serrano out there, so he shook off that injury, so it's good.
Cummings Bird, number 8, is the running back behind him. Twins to each side for Maple. Banks pulls it down, gets outside the pocket, and he's going to have some room, slides down at about the 27.
Yeah.
When you're the backup already, as athletic as you are, you better get down. And that's what he did. He gained about 7 yards.
Yeah, he wanted to throw a little bit short, but things must have been covered. I wasn't watching downfield. I was watching him in the blocking. So,
again, the Titans outside. Now, they did have a spy out there in Martin, but one of the guys we expected to see this year on the other defensive end from Ezra is Braden Buchanan Banks, and he's on the sideline, big 68. He's got his back issue, waiting to see the PT guy this week, hoping to play soon. This will be Banks on a straight-ahead keeper, going to have the initial first down, but there's a flag, and I think what we're going to have is Ezra got tackled.
Yeah, I can see him clapping. Well,
That penalty was thrown right at Cedric Peoples, 62, who was laying there with Ezra Williams. And probably unnecessary as the quarterback took it inside and Ezra was outside. But it'll benefit Lorain and take them back inside the 20 instead of 1st and 10. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Yeah, I think Maple has 2 passing plays that they're going to have to try to pick up these 13 yards.
Well, they have 2 plays. I don't, you know, Banks is shifty. He's more the runner than.
I'm sure he was. Yes, he is.
But again, you know, we saw him slide on the last carry. He wants to throw, got a man over the middle, caught, hit.
Nice hit, yes.
Well timed. That was
Gaines, I
number
think.
8, Jemias Gaines.
Yes.
Another one of those All-Ohio guys from like a year ago.
Yeah, I think the strength of Lorain's defense should be their front 7, especially their 4 linebackers.
They're young experience-wise in the backfield.
Yeah.
But they've got to get some pressure on the QB, and they've got to be able to control the edges. You know, your linebackers out there, you got Allen and Martin, the 2 wide linebackers. Titans showing blitz now, and here they come, straight ahead, Diaz, but it's a screen pass. And that's what your linebacker has to do.
Yeah, yes.
Avery Martin was right there. And what could have been a very promising play turned into a loss of 1 because Martin was alert and at home. So now it's 4th down, and Maple will come out again with the punt. And you might see him go after it solid here. Titans went after it a little bit on the edge with William Jones, number 11, who's down on the near side. So that's Serrano set up at the 50. Maybe you just take the ball in good field position and be happy with 2:25 to go in the first, clock still running. Again, not a quick snap. Serrano's going to let that hit. He'll learn from that mistake.
I think that hit.
I'm not sure if that hit
more I think, I look at Serrano's reaction to it.
He jumped
it
on
looked like he thought it hit him.
Yeah. I mean, that, you know, that as the returner, that call is poison. Get away.
Yep.
And again, first game, inexperienced guys, that's going to happen. But the Titans come out with great field position at the 49 for their 3rd possession here in the first quarter.
They're going to have to find a way to get a little bit further outside.
Yeah, well, they've got to find something besides T.J. Allen. Or
anybody up the middle.
Yeah, Diaz took it up the middle a couple times the last time. Now Allen is coming back.
Somebody called time.
I think the Titans might not have had the right personnel group. I know they were sending Andre Campbell out late, and I'm not sure if, okay, Serrano's out there too. Now, he didn't play offense the last time, so we might have had 12, and they're talking about that. So Brian Corey asked me earlier, we asked you and I earlier, what the over and under number was for timeouts due to muscle cramping. Right now, you couldn't get this weather to be any better.
Oh, this is perfect.
And if you look on your screen, you'll see that the shadows have covered 2/3 of the field anyhow. And that helps as well.
Well, this is the beginning of the season. You got to expect a little bit of it. Right. You got a good trainer in Tracy, so I hope she give everyone a lesson in hydration.
I want to send a shout out to number 10 of the Titans, Aiden Chabowski, who last night in the special teams portion of practice went down and injured his forearm and actually had surgery last night. He said he'd be here tonight. I haven't seen him, but thinking of you, buddy. Get well. Here comes that option look. Instead, he flips it out too far for Serrano. Nicely covered there by Shepard, number 1.
See,
now,
but that's
Shepard's one of their guys with D1 offers.
As a receiver and as a secondary people.
As an athlete.
Yeah. But see, that's one of the ways you're going to have to get outside with him, which if that pass was completed, that would have been an excellent play.
Now, there were 2 guys in that vicinity. That's what you have to be careful with, is spacing in the pattern. Here comes the option look again. He fakes the option, throws a screen too short. Boy, he had some room there for Serrano. Not a screen, really, just over the line. And
just a backside throw,
get it to him. And now it's 3rd and 10. First time the Titans have been really behind the sticks tonight. Clock stopped with 2:03 to go. Serrano's going to come out, and Moore comes in, trips to the near side. Moore and Morales and Campbell are all over here. Single receiver to the far side. Here comes the option. Whistle traveling. The Titans, somebody moved before the music started, and it'll be 5 more against Lorain. Near side official had that real quick. Now, the majority of the players were on this side of the ball, so that'll take it back to the 44, 3rd and 15.
No, I thought I seen his number before. Is that Amari Neal, the 9th grader over there, the wide receiver?
Yes. He's been going to be a starter. They've talked about how much he would play, number 22. He is a freshman.
Now he's in here with the trip lineup.
Yep. He's the middle receiver on this side. 5'11", 175. Comes motion. Let's see, there's the screen. That's Allen, but that's sniffed out as well as Lorain did.
Yeah.
Same situation, 3rd and long behind the sticks. Both teams go to the screen. And the Titans end up 4th and 14. And for the second time tonight, the punt team comes out, but this time it'll be in regular punt formation for kicker J.L. Diaz. Now, Whitaker is the personal protector. That's something to keep in your back of your mind throughout the year.
Because there will be some fakes.
That's your thrower. Single setback is at the 20. Whistle. Not sure what that is. We might have 12. That's just going to be one of those first game illegal substitutions. There's no hiding from this one. If you're the guy that runs off, you probably shouldn't have been there, right? In any event, Zion Moore's going to come out. That's good officiating to notice that. I've seen teams do that intentionally and get away with it.
On this kind of a situation when there's not a normal lineup.
Guys are spread out all over the field. Now, Maple sneaks on their 11th. I mean, the average was right, Tom, 12 and 10. There's a spinning kick to the near side, going to be short, bounce at about the 37, inside the 30, down near the 25, and rolling dead at about the 24-yard line.
Took a nice little Lorain roll.
It sure did. And, you know, in high school football, kick it away from the single setback every time.
Yeah.
You know, unless you've got a college-level punter, you know, let it bounce.
Yeah, exactly.
So Maple will start this time at the 24. 4 yards farther up the field than they were the last time after the punt went in the end zone. Banks has him out, the senior QB.
The only thing I'm worrying about looking at this alignment is look at the cushions they give everybody. There's a lot. I mean, does Maple have a short passing game to their outside?
And, well, we're just going to see right here. Well, they got a couple. Closing nicely was Avery Martin from his linebacker spot.
And if you're going to give the big cushion, that's what you have to do.
Right. You got to read the footwork of the QB. Now, you got to be careful you don't get burned on the stop and go, but.
Well, that's what your safety's for.
Right.
Yeah, he's back there to play center field.
Now they got the 3 to the near side. Titans have to recognize.
I'm looking for number 1.
That's the safety.
Shepard. I don't see Shepard out there.
The safety, Serrano, is 15 yards off the inside receiver. Let's see if that's where they go out to the middleman again for the short screen. He's going to have a first down at about the 35.
No, I don't think they got it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Serrano
yeah.
on the tackle, along with 11, Day Jones. But that'll move the sticks for the first time tonight for the Maple Heights Mustangs. And with that, we've played a quarter here at the George. Lorain 7, Maple nothing. Back with more after this timeout.
When bettering lives is what you live for, you treat setbacks as a chance to come back stronger and create new ways to move past injuries. See how we're advancing orthopedic care at Cleveland Clinic today.
Clinic Sports Medicine. No. Okay. No, I seen the Cleveland Clinic up there.
And we're back here to start the second quarter. Maple Heights has the ball, 1st and 10 on their 35. After the initial first down of the game for the Mustangs. They come out, Banks, the QB, has Andrew Cummings-Bird behind him and fakes that, pulls it out, but a sweep the end. Gets out of bounds. Running out there by 14, Jayan Kuznar. After a gain of about 4. Now Maple has obviously found some things they like. Let's see how they work in terms of the couple of short hitches and getting the quarterback outside the pocket.
Did they exchange films for the scrimmages?
Yes.
Because I think that's the same play that Amherst ran on that last play for the touchdown that I think Christensen scored.
Yep. Snap back, turn, give. Lots of yardage there for Cummings-Bird. He's across the 50, first down to about the 46. And again, that's just too soft of an edge. Now, what you might end up having to do is you split your ends wider. Well, then you create big gaps inside. It's all about what you give and what you get. That's why you want to take that away.
Exactly.
Use the 3 to take away the between the tackle stuff and shut down that edge.
But your linebackers have to play that edge tough.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't tell who that is out there in terms of number. The negative about being on the 50 is we don't have an angle for anything. That might be Amare Nieva out there. Twins to the near side, double tight to the far side. Straight, nope, rolling the near way, flipping it over. And that's going to go for a ways. And there's what we have, what we have said. That is 0, Andrew Thomas. nobody within 10 yards of him when that little toss was made. And again,
pattern,
the quarterback outside the pocket. First down at the 32, and Maple's got it going on right now. After not making a first down till the last play of the first quarter.
Tyree Morales come in at that far corner over there.
Nathan Ruiz, number 29, is here as the linebacker, up tight on the near side. See, when they throw that at him, he's undersized for that, and that's the result. They double-teamed Ruiz at the point of the attack, and big hole down to the 15. They must call it the 16.
They must have doubled or did something with Williams, too, in the middle, because I seen he was on the ground, and I don't think that guard can take him on the ground by himself.
Yeah. Well, he's the backside when coming this way, so they might have chopped him.
He probably did then.
.54 Jalen Moore over the ball. Ezra Williams and Josiah Augusto are the ends for Lorain. Allen and Avery Martin are the outside backers. Diaz and Gaines the inside backers. There's knifing through and making a stop is Jalen Moore from his nose guard spot.
Well, they were on a big slant.
Right.
They were slanting
and
this
they guessed
way,
right. So that loss of a couple takes it back to the 19-yard line, 2nd and 13.
Now, has Allen been playing defense?
Yes.
Steady?
Yes. Who I don't see out there right now.
Yeah, he's there.
There's Martin.
Oh,
17.
I see, yes.
Fake, slant, complete, breaking a tackle, and he's going to score. And we're all tied up. That is Marlon Brown, number 4. And they picked the perfect time for the ball fake and pull it out and look. And Marlon Brown goes in from 19.
Yeah.
Now, Maple will go for 2.
Yeah, I didn't see a kicker coming in.
Well, you didn't see one warming up either. Now there's a timeout. And I don't know if that's for ball placement or if somebody called the timeout. Or if they're taking somebody off for an equipment. This is the QB. Banks is being walked to the sidelines. The coach is now telling the official, unless he's got a bone sticking out, send him back in. I have not had much success finding who the number 3 quarterback would be. Luke Anziover is on crutches. He's the number 1 quarterback, and about on the far side, he's number 17 in shorts and crutches. Okay, now Banks comes back, 7-6 Lorain. Titans are going to have to come up with something now. Late addition on the field for Lorain. Defensive end Demarius Nixon. Single setback. Keeper straight ahead, bouncing it outside, breaks a tackle. It's got a little bit of a hole, but he's not going to get there.
He didn't make it.
Joe Holt inside defense got him. Lots of Titans on the spot, and the Titans up by a single point now with 8:49 to go in the half.
Yeah. I think Lorain's strength is inside the tackle to inside the tackle. That's where their strength lies.
Defensively?
Defensively, yeah.
And Maple has adjusted. You know, you can see they exchanged from their last scrimmage, which meant that they got to see 2 quarters against Amherst.
Yeah.
You know, when you're not there, you can't judge size and strength and speed or anything else. And you're kind of beholden to what Amherst is trying to do. As the Sports Center theme is played by the Marching Mustangs. Number 3, Enrique Robertson, will tee it up. Serrano deep, along with Moore, number 4, and number 7, Allen. Allen will be the one in the middle. Now, I think they're a little too deep yet.
Yeah.
I would be happy with them moving up the 2 outside guys 10 yards and Allen 5.
Here's one of them. Serrano came up, sure.
Spinning kick right towards Serrano, takes it in the air at the 22, tiptoes, cuts it back, got out to about the 28.
Yeah.
Little indecisiveness there with Brandon Serrano. Unless you've got something on as an up man, you got to catch it and go straight ahead.
Yep. I think what they're trying to do is a middle wedge. You know, that kind of middle wedge here, because everyone's trying to get into the middle.
Well, part of the problem there is there's too much space.
And there's also too much time to go from where you caught the ball to get in the middle.
I mean, you've got.
Yeah.
They were on the 20, and the deep, you know, the back of the front line was at the 45. You've got 25 yards to get to that wedge. Titans back on offense with a single-point lead. Whitaker leads them out with Allen behind him. 4, 6, and 22 out wide this way. That's Amare Neal, Zion Moore, and number 6, Tyree Morales. Straight ahead give, Allen. And first time he's carried the ball in a while, didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage, or if he did, it's just close.
It's funny to watch a handoff in the spread because he ran the ball 5 yards.
Didn't get anywhere,
and lost about a half.
Yeah. We're going to call it no gain officially. At least the man on the box is. 2nd and 10. Now the Titans moved the ball smartly the first time, made a couple first downs the second time, and then it's kind of been shut down. Whitaker floats it out here. He's got a man. Oh, my goodness. He'll see that one tonight when he lays down. Day Jones, junior wide receiver, was as open as Denny's. Is Denny's still open anymore?
Yeah.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10.
Well, you can see the different philosophies between this. Did you see how everyone was covering their trips?
Right.
Man on man, hard up nose. Now they're relaxed because it's 3rd and 10. They're a little bit more relaxed.
Here's the option. Allen.
He's
hurt.
He's hurt.
Oh, boy.
Did he twist an ankle?
Oh, boy. T.J. Allen, untouched, went down, and it looked like it had something to do with a left ankle.
Now, the bad thing about that is injury, obviously, but now they're losing 2 positions because he's been playing outside linebacker.
Oh, it's a cramp.
Good.
Oh, that's good.
How can we say it's good?
It doesn't hurt me.
It is good, though.
I mean, you know, we talked about that just a few minutes ago, Tom. How many times are we going to stop? And right there's the first one.
And if you ever seen Allen without his shirt on, you can see why. He's muscular.
Right.
That's the kind of people.
And, you know, school started this week, so a change in routine. Go ahead, Tom.
I'm going to do a little Cleveland Clinic sports medicine.
Okay.
You know, that is conveniently located throughout Northeast Ohio. To find care for your athlete, visit clevelandclinic.org/sportscare.
And while we got the time, Tom, I want to mention that tonight's game ball sponsors, VFW Post 451, Fligner's Market, and IAV Post number 1. The Lorain High Booster Club thanks you for your support. And good response this year, as I've got the list for the season. They've got at least 3 sponsors
for every game.
Allen gets up and walks off. Now but it's 4th down and 15.
Yeah.
I think the last Titan first down was the motion.
Yeah, exactly. The one that they got 2 penalties in a row.
Diaz comes out to kick it. A little bit of pressure on him as he's going to be about the 10-yard line. Avery Martin, 17, will snap it. That's a veteran crew. Now, Allen was also in on this. Okay, short. The returner is this side of the 50. So, again, but got to get it away from him. Good
nice
snap. Flips it over, kicks it high, floater. Going to call a fair catch. Just what they wanted. It's moving straight ahead. Caught it without a bounce, and it's inside the 45 as Maple Heights in business on offense this time. You know, one of the things, you know, in the Titans had a primarily a special teams practice last night. But that is lining up and covering lanes.
Yeah.
You know, you work your way into directional kicking and, you know, okay, now that ball was in the middle of the field, unfortunately, which is where the punt ended up. Banks out again at QB. Cummings Bird behind him, trips to the left. Is that Allen back in up there? Give. That was a nice slant there. Avery Martin, number 17. J.L. Diaz, number 16. Knife through for a loss of about 4.5. We'll call it 2nd and 15.
I see a Frazier, Anthony Frazier.
I saw 7, and it was 17. Martin.
Yeah. And
back in at linebacker on the far side.
See, now that every time they've blitzed those backers, they've had a little more success.
Right. But what you risk is when you send that outside guy, here comes Diaz straight ahead. Screen, bubble screen. Nicely sniffed out. Serrano first, and then cleaned up nicely.
See, a lot of times that was Diaz that hurried the quarterback and didn't let the screen really set up, didn't let the blocker set up.
Anthony Frazier, 23, made that tackle after Serrano disrupted it.
Well, and Diaz didn't disguise the blitz at all.
Oh, my gosh. I was afraid he was offsides lined up the way he was. I'm sure that the center could feel his breath.
See, now they're in a little different. Oh, now he's over here.
Yeah. Wanting it all. Got a man out there. Good coverage.
Nice.
Knocked away nicely.
Beautiful coverage on that.
That was Day Jones, the junior. He was right where you coach him to be. Right between the receiver and the ball. And he just was smart enough to just go up and knock it away with one hand.
Now, Day, that reminds me of one of the great basketball players. I mean, is he a basketball player the way he jumped up and knocked it down?
I don't know. But that Day you're talking about, you know what he is, where he's at now?
Playing basketball in Europe?
He is the strength and conditioning coach for your Avon Eagles football team.
Oh, really? I didn't know. He's back home?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's on the teaching staff there, teaching weight training.
Wow. Successful kid, yeah.
Here's that short punt formation.
Now, is there somebody playing basketball in Europe?
Yeah, we'll talk in a minute.
Okay.
Here. Let's get the punt in. Again, an 11-yard set. The Titans don't look like they're
not going to come.
Whoa, Ezra. That was a boomer, too. Ezra almost knocked the guard into the kicker. Did you see how far back he is?
Yeah. That's okay.
You know, you talked about Titans playing overseas. Day Grant played overseas this past year. Naz Bohannon played overseas this past year. Thomas Winbush has been overseas for 9 or 10 years. And Seth Wilson's waiting to hear where he's going to be next year after he graduated from Akron in the spring. I believe with a master's degree, because he graduated from West Virginia the year before with his.
And then came up to Akron.
Yep. Titans out on offense. Lamar Miller over the ball. Whitaker behind him.
Look how they're overloading that far left end.
I can't see the number of the back, Tom.
Well, that must be Diaz.
Nope. That's Javion Harrison, number 15, isn't it?
I haven't seen the number yet. Yes.
5'7", 150, and it's going to come back on a hold, unfortunately.
Dang.
But you get. Let's see. Where's the flag? Is where?
At the
okay,
35.
So it's going to be first and about
5,
8, I think. Let's see. Yeah. We'll take first and 5 instead of first and 10 out across the 35. However, now that was that's how you get the edge.
Speed.
Yeah. And that was nicely run there by Harrison.
Yeah, I thought that might have been a Diaz.
Trips to the near side.
Oh, they're trying to draw him off.
JL dreams about running that fast. Flip outside, near side. Harrison again across the 30, across the 35, taken down out of bounds. But he's got a first down out at about the 37.
See, he has a little more speed than Allen does, but I see someone's hurt back there.
He's a junior. That looks like it might be. I'm trying to see if I can see numbers. And what I
56?
don't see is 57. Or 67, rather. Yeah, there he is. Okay, so it's another cramp. Always good early in the season when the trainer goes out and lifts the guy's leg up in the air.
Yeah, that means it's not broken.
It hurts.
Not
but
yeah.
She'll get him stretched out and he'll jog off. And, we started talking a little earlier, Tom, routine change. You've been home and then getting ready for practice for the past month. Now the last couple of days you got to get up and go to school.
Yeah.
And you don't have the luxury of walking to the refrigerator and getting a Gatorade when you want one. And this, that, and the other thing, you got to take care of business. And
you got to hydrate, and not the day of the game. You got to hydrate all week long.
That gives me a chance to talk about Northeast Ohio, the Buick dealers. We'd like to thank the Northeast Ohio Buick GMC dealers and Joyce Buick GMC for supporting our school this year. Whether you're looking for a new GMC truck or used Buick SUV, drop in at Joyce Buick GMC and check out their inventory for a wide range of new and pre-owned vehicles. And
Go Titans.
As we said, that's Deontay Edwards, the right tackle, jogged off to join the offensive huddle. Now he's going to have to sit a play.
But when a guy goes down like that, you think the world, and then he jogs off. You got to be thankful for that.
And that brings Amari Malone, I believe. No, he's in. Edwards out. Darrell Smalls Jr. into the lineup.
Yeah.
A junior on the near side.
Maples is in a safety-oriented. I think safety's creeping up now.
Straight ahead give. Harrison breaks it. Can they catch Harrison? The little fella down inside the 20. No flags. Now, there's some things you don't expect in every football season. And I'm sure that nobody on the staff had Javion Harrison on their bingo board.
Well,
but he's come out and run for 60 yards in, this quarter.
Well, I knew Allen is going to be their premier back, and that was going to happen.
And spot Diaz.
And then you got to spot some people who can do some
Yep.
different things.
This is a different look with Harrison. You know, it's a chess match, and now the Titans made an adjustment. They went to speed after they were shutting down the inside game. Harrison switches sides behind Whitaker. Whitaker takes the snap. That's not his best spot. That's 150 pounds straight ahead, and it didn't fool anybody.
I mean, they were trying a little line up on the right and hit over on the left.
Maybe a little bit of a counter look. And
see, but you can't run a true counter with one back.
Right. Right. Well, counter look in the sense that they pivoted right and cut back.
The only way you can run a counter with one back is if your quarterback is the counter man, but you got to be quick of foot.
Whitaker's got Diaz to his left now. Two receivers to each side. Takes the snap, drops the pass, in trouble, running, bumbling, rumbling, stuff slides down at about the 13-yard line. Didn't leave a mark.
If he's going to run, he should have ran up the middle, which he did.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if he tried to scoot around in, he probably would have got stopped for no gain.
So that makes it 3rd and about 4. Whitaker catching his breath a little bit here. He's not the prototypical quarterback build.
And I can see Diaz because he's a power runner up the middle
Sneaking
here.
Up. He gets it straight ahead, makes a cut. J.L. Diaz to the house.
Yeah. See the diversity of Lorain's running backs. You got speed and you got power.
And thank you, Mr. Harrison. Javion Harrison comes off the sideline to spark plug that drive. And J.L. Diaz takes it the last 13. Something, the holder is talking to one of the officials. We're short Terreno Allen. TJ late coming out.
That's always
that's the 3rd set of 11 that he's on. So timeout, Lorain.
Well, that always happens when there's an injury and I'm not in the game. I'm supposed to be in the game. Who's my replacement? Yeah.
I'm sure that Coach DeSalvo is going to hear about that one, because pretty much if it rains at practice, it's DeSalvo's fault. The day that you and I were there, DeSalvo got fired as being an official. But Boyas and DeSalvo have been together. Oh my gosh! They went to high school together.
Oh, I didn't know that part of it.
They played together in college, and where one's been, the other one's been at.
And Boyas
spots.
been to some different places.
Right.
Yeah.
And now, not only are they on the sideline together, they share a classroom at Lorain High.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What subject?
They're intervention specialists.
Okay.
So Rivera looking to give the Titans an 8-point lead.
It's right here, right there.
Morales is the holder. Martin the center. High snap. Morales pulls it down, and down goes Morales.
You know what they didn't have?
They didn't have anybody go out.
Yeah.
And again, now I'll defend the guys up front. You got to hear that.
Yeah.
Because you can't turn around and look. And nobody moved. Now, I don't know that he could have gotten anything off
probably
anyhow.
Not. We always used to yell fire.
Right.
Fire was our code word.
For those of you that don't speak Western Pennsylvania, the word is fire.
Our end would stayed in if you had pronounced it correctly.
Right. So Titans go up 13-6 with 3:32 to go. And a lot of good things happened on that drive after being stymied since the first possession offensively, Tom. And again, football is a game of adjustments. Maple Heights came out early and couldn't get anything done in the run game early on. Well, they went to the short pass. They got the ball outside a little bit, and they started to move the ball. The Titans ran the ball between the tackles very well on their first series. The whole way. Terreno Allen took it 66 yards in 5 plays. And Maple Heights shut that down. So the Titans struggled until this last possession, when all of a sudden Javion Harrison, who I did not see in the scrimmage carry the ball, comes off the sideline and rips off a couple big runs outside, which is where the Titans couldn't do business before.
Well, football is a game of adjustments, more so than some of the other sports.
High spinning kick.
It's going to hit the ground.
It's bounced to the 20. Out to about the, almost to the 40. That is Enrique Robertson. And great field position for Maple to start this with 3:26 to go.
Now, there's been a lot of Robinsons that come out of Maple. I wonder if he's the son of one of the great wrestlers they had out there a long time ago.
All I remember from the wrestling side of things is Milkovich, Milkovich, Milkovich. In fact, the name of the school, the middle school, is Milkovich Middle School, for legendary wrestling coach Mike Milkovich, who had many, many state championships, champions at Maple Heights. Not just his entire family. Everybody but Mom, I think, won a state title.
And they're all either coaching or still into wrestling.
Banks keeps it. Banks has got a first down and a lot more out of bounds. That was easy. And got the sideline again. They have been successful lately caving in that end.
Now, you can't tell the alignment from sitting way back up here. But is that end, is he inside the tackle?
I got to believe
is he
he
head
is.
on a tackle?
It's hard to tell, but there's not a big gap between him and the nose. Now the nose looks like he's offset this side a little bit.
See, they got 2 linebackers there, so he could be.
So he must be head up, no?
No, he went inside of him.
The corner again. And another long game.
Yeah.
Andrew Cummings-Berg gets loose for one of the few times. He's down to about the 30. And just like that, in 10 seconds, because they took over with 3:23 to go, and there's 3:13 with the clock stopped on the out of bounds. And Maple Heights is in business at the 30.
2 successful plays.
Now, Maple will get the ball coming out in the third quarter. So what you don't want to do is give them a chance to double up.
Doesn't the clock move after the first
No,
down?
because he went out of bounds.
Oh, I didn't see that part. Okay.
Straight back. Banks reverses out. Now he's outside the pocket. He just let that clear. He's down the sidelines. He might score. Yep. Nope.
Well, close.
Pulled down at the 1.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if that was a pass play that broke down, or is that just a designed run that he did?
That was Day Jones coming up from his coverage to shut it down at the 2. But that was just you know why I say it was a planned play? Because of the reverse out.
Okay. Well, I seen Frazier was the end over there, or the linebacker end, and he got taken in because the quarterback was going in until we rolled outside.
That's what I mean. And then he reversed out, and he's that quick. You know, you got to remember that this team started last year with him as a running quarterback. And it wasn't until later in the season that they found Anzi over. There's a give.
I think he made it.
Touchdown.
Yeah. Well, they're still coached, if I'm not mistaken, by an old running quarterback. Is Shaq
I'm not sure.
Washington still there?
They don't list that on the roster. Now that was a quick drive, about 1:20 seconds, all on the ground. You know, you don't have to throw the ball to move it quickly. You got big chunk plays and getting out of bounds. So now it's 13-12. Maple once again looking to take a lead for the first time tonight. And again, because they go for two.
But they're
Banks is
playing fast, huddling out of that huddle.
Cummings behind him. Banks is going to keep it. Banks is going to get in that time.
Wow.
And Maple takes a 14-13 lead on a 2-yard run and a 2-yard conversion to go ahead for the first time tonight. Titans will be left with 2:16 to go and 1 timeout. It'll be interesting to see the philosophy. And so much of that's going to depend on the field position, Tom. You don't want to go 3 and out deep in your own, throwing the ball 3 times.
I like to see him get up around the 40-yard line where, you know, if you have to, you can punt them in the hole and they won't recover.
Now, the other thing to remember going back to last year's game, it's 34-32 Lorain, under a minute to go. Lorain is stopped and has to punt. Maple Heights blocks that kick and takes it back for a touchdown, but gets called for a penalty, and Lorain is able to get the kick off. Maple Heights moves down, and interception on the last play by Joseph Gaines seals the conference title.
I think they should move everyone up. He hasn't.
Well, they've dropped they've dropped the second line back to the 35 now. I still think they're too deep. Along the ground, that's Serrano. Serrano's trying to get to the outside, gets the corner out to the 30, out to about the 32. See, that's going with what's called. They had return left on, and the kick went to the right.
In the more sophisticated programs, the call's not made until you see where the kick's going.
Right.
So you practice.
You know what I equate it to, Tom? I don't know if you watched any of the doubles tennis this past week, but the up player in doubles tennis will signal behind his back.
You know
where
where he's going to go.
Where he's going to go.
Yeah. I see that when I watch beach volleyball.
Right. Same idea. Are you going to come to the net? You're going to drop back. You know. So Whitaker's got him 1st and 10. Titans behind for the first time this evening. Straight ahead, Allen. Allen gets a little bit of a hole, gets about 5 or 6 out to the 43. Clock running with 2 minutes to go. And it'll be 2nd and 5. Titans don't seem to be in any particular hurry. Now what could change that is a chunk play. Because you are kind of in no man's land. Motion, straight ahead give again. That's going to be a first down, according to the official. Allen. Now he puts his hand up. They're going to call it 3rd and 1. Stopped the clock and then changed his mind. Minute 34 and the clock be ticking.
They're trying to draw him offside a little bit with a long count.
Whitaker lofts it downfield. There was some hand fighting going on there between the receiver and the defensive back. I guess not enough for contact. There's no uncatchable ball rule in high school football.
Wow.
So the Titans go to 4th and 1. Now, that was the last thing I expected on 3rd and inches. Is
but every now and then a play like that.
Now Coach Boyes thought it was 1st down because now he's questioning things. He said, I see 4. Now they did move the sticks. Okay, so it was 1st down. So they're going to put the clock back because it should have stopped to move them. Interesting. So the Titans go from 3rd and short to 1st and 10 on an incomplete pass.
Come on now.
Now it's 2nd and 10, excuse me. And that official on the near side, I did see him signal first down. Whitaker?
They have no safety in the game.
Well,
the
that's
Titans,
him on the 50, maybe.
Well, yeah, but I don't call him a safety when
Now
he's playing 8.
somebody's
Yeah.
yipping on the sideline, and he's saying, as an official once said to me, I'll listen to the organ grinder, but I don't want to listen to the monkey.
Let me write that one down. I got to use it.
That was one of the Titan assistant coaches being told to chill.
Take your hat off and go down to the far side. Yeah.
He took his hat off and went to a different official. And I'm sure what he's saying is, you cost us seconds there.
Yeah. Okay, now they got a true safety in.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Well, he's playing the middle guy in the trips. There's the safety on the far side. Now it must be a zone coverage because he came over to the near side. Whitaker flicks it out here. Lucky to get that one back as the timing was bad. That was intended for 14, Jan Kuzner, and he was already at the sideline when Whitaker let that one fly.
I think what they're going to have to do is throw deep on a running kind of situation.
Like they did earlier.
Yeah, yeah. Because you can see they were in a passing.
Right, the defense. Look where they're at now.
Yeah, right. 3rd and 10, they're in
And
double.
They're 13 yards off the ball. Now you got to run in that situation. That's Allen. Allen's going to get out to about the 48. And the clock's going to
Well, if I'm Maple,
continue.
I call timeout.
And there it is.
Yeah.
Maple's got a pocket load. That was their first of 3. So now the ball's at the 48-yard line. And now if you're that guy on the sideline arguing we lost seconds, now you want to take more off.
Yeah. You know, I can see why we were missing number 1, Shepard, on offense. He's their corner. He's their cover corner over on defense.
Yep. So.
Yeah, we kind of knew their 3 best receivers are also going to be their 3 best defensive backs.
Well, Tom, you know, Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, conveniently located throughout Northeast Ohio. To find care for your athlete, visit clevelandclinic.org/sportscare. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical provider for Lorain High School Titans. An injury can happen anytime, so be prepared. Self-schedule an appointment with a sports medicine specialist online or on the website. Lorain High's longtime trainer, Tracy Menges, is one of the best in Northeast Ohio. You know, and I mentioned the injury that happened last night at practice. You know, Avon played a game last night, football.
Yeah, I seen that, yes.
Well, they also had a volleyball game. So Tracy was on the way to Avon to cover the volleyball game when they called her from here to come back for the young man who ended up with a broken arm.
So she is also training.
Well, it was just that their trainer was at the football game.
So they called her. Okay, I got you.
You know, the training staffs for most of these schools
are
employees of Cleveland Clinic.
Yeah.
Now Titans look like they're going to go for this in 4th and 5. Whitaker and Allen, twins to each side. Maple up expecting a run. And I would too if I were them. Now they're going to shift back. See if they, Allen, short punt formation, kicks it away. It's going to bounce. Which way is the question? End over end down inside the 20. Let it roll. The clock's running.
Yeah, don't down it.
To about the 18-yard line with 53 seconds to go. The Mustangs will take over right there. You know, good move there by the coaching staff. Line up and see what they show you.
Yeah.
Now, again, Maple gets the ball coming out, so this possession needs to end without points. Because then you give them a chance to triple up if you're not.
Yeah, and have momentum.
Yep. Last year's game was 27-6 at the half in favor of the Titans.
And you
Maple
said,
turned it all around in the second half. Lake coming on, one of the wide receivers. That's still Banks back there at QB, along with Cummings-Bird, who they give it to going out wide. Cummings-Bird gets away at about the 10. He gave quite a bit of ground and going to end up only losing 5 or 6. That's going to keep the clock running. Now it's interesting. Maple Heights with 2 timeouts says, yeah, maybe we'll let this go to the half.
yeah.
And the Titans have, the scoreboard says 1.
I don't remember them calling another timeout, but
Well, they used one on the extra point, and they used
one on the cramp?
early on not having enough, not having the right players on substitution.
Yeah, they're going to let it run out.
Down to 10 seconds.
Maybe one long pass.
Let's see. He rides him out wide, keeps it. Banks takes it down, and we'll go to the half. Maple on top, 14-13. Very entertaining start. Be prepared to be even more entertained when the Marching Titans take to the field for the first time in 2025.
When bettering lives is what you live for, you treat setbacks as a chance to come back stronger and create new ways to move past injuries. See how we're advancing orthopedic care at Cleveland Clinic today.
Here's the magic of creativity in Lorain City Schools. Our Fine Arts program offers more than just classes. It's an adventure in self-expression, exploration, and growth. From elementary to high school, our students dive into a world of music, art, dance, and digital design, guided by industry professionals and fueled by their passions. Experience more in Lorain City Schools with an expanded fine arts program that will allow your child's creativity to soar. Enroll today.
Me llamo Betsane Espada y me gradué en el 2022 de Lorain High School. Cuando llegué aquí en el 2010, pues se me hizo un poco difícil porque yo no sabía inglés. Estoy estudiando leyes y yo quiero ser una abogada de inmigración. Entonces lo que estoy haciendo es integrándome con la comunidad para aprender acerca de su cultura y ver cómo puedo usar ese conocimiento en un futuro para mi carrera.
School-based health is so much more than the care of the individual.
to start the third quarter. The Titans will kick. Jacob Rivera waiting for a football right now on the far hash mark. You know, and I'm going to remark again, Tom, I don't know, and I've never asked the reason of it, but yeah. Jacob likes to line up on the short side of the field. You know, whereas, you know, most kickers I would think would want to either be in the middle or on the wide side. Because it does take some angle away from him in terms of using that sideline.
Yeah. Does he have a hook or something that he worries
well, all
about?
Soccer players have a hook.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I'll have to ask sometime. He's got it on the tee, and we're set to begin. Titans got out early, 7-0 on their first possession, and then Maple Heights outscored them 14-6 the rest of the way for this 1-point lead. The Titans of Rivera approaches, and we're underway in the third. End-over-end kick outside the hash mark at about the 16-yard line. In the big hole, this is trouble. Rivera's the one to beat. Slowed him up enough that it's going to prevent a score. Field looks clear, but they're inside the 20, Tom.
Yes, yeah. He took it right down the sideline, like you said before. You kept the ball and you run in the straight line.
Yep.
Had some blocking out there.
We have one of the Titans still down. The first person I looked for was Rivera, but he was up getting the tee. So he did about what he, you know, is, I don't want to say hired to do, but, you know, you're a soccer player.
You just slow them down.
Slow them down and make sure they don't score, and he did that. It's not like, you know, Peyton Manning on an interception, Ole.
Now, we had a soccer kicker at Lorain High back in the day. Summers was his name.
Oh, yeah.
His dad says, don't allow him to do anything but kick.
You tell him that. I remember, Matt.
He would be the first one down there knocking anybody over. Don't let him do it. No. I couldn't hold him back.
At one point, he had the county record for longest field goal, I believe. He had a 48-yarder his senior year.
Yeah. Won the Elyria game.
Yeah. Do you remember, or have you seen, I should say, and I can't think of the kicker's name now, the kid that kicked the 70-yarder in an exhibition game in the NFL?
No.
Yeah. And he's got that. I mean, I've watched some videos. I saw him hit, you know, not a game, you know, just him and the tee hit from 72 rather easily.
Yeah. And they're kicking off the turf. They're not kicking off of a
it's coming.
3-inch tee.
That's Brandon Serrano yet again.
Another
probably
cramp.
Cramped
Another
up.
cramp. Yep. That was that run all the way down the field chasing him. Yeah.
So Maple Heights, just what they talked about at halftime just happened. Let's get off to a good start. 1st and 10 on the Lorain 20 when they put it in play for the first time. That was just you go long and I'll throw it behind you. They were not on the same page. He Banks threw a back shoulder and the receiver ran an up.
Well, and there wasn't any pressure on the quarterback either. Right?
Oh, that was strictly a timing thing. And that was Keyshawn Shepard, number 1.
I hope they keep passing from this area here because I think Lorain can defend it. I see Allen way out here in the wide slot. That's what they...
There's what you worried about, the corner. Oh, there's a big stick.
Yeah. He came up. I can't see who did it.
I think it was Day Jones, 11. Maybe 9. It might have, let's see if we can get a replay. We're a little short-handed up here.
Yeah. They don't have a replay man.
It was either Jones or too many rosters here. 50 Harrison. No, I don't think it was Harrison. I think we're going to stay with Jones.
I see this inside slot is uncovered for a short pass.
There's swing pass. Nope. Oh.
Hit him in the bread basket.
That was a bullet.
Hit him in the bread basket.
One of the
Yeah.
Mustangs lost his helmet, and he'll go out for a play. Got one of the Titans down. This looks like another cramping issue by the way he reacted. But it'll be first and goal just inside ball. Back point of the ball on the 10-yard line.
While we're waiting here,
Go ahead.
let's talk about Joyce Buick here a second. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, look no further than Joyce Buick GMC. They offer a diverse selection of Buick and GMC sedans, trucks, and SUVs that can fit any lifestyle or budget. Joyce Buick GMC and Northeast Ohio Buick GMC dealers are proud sponsors of the Lorain High School Titans.
And this is when you'd expect the cramping problems, Tom, as they come out from the half and they don't get warmed up
exactly
the way they should.
You don't stretch like you do. Yeah.
Well, let's look. If you're watching us online, here are some scores from other games in the area. Amherst all over Sandusky, 42-6 in the third quarter. That game being played at Avon Lake as Amherst Stadium construction not yet complete. Shaw losing to Beaver Local 21-6 and Akron East on Bedford 13-6. Some of the old LEL teams. Berea Mid-Park 14, Brunswick 7.
Oh, that
Those
Lorain plays
good,
Brunswick.
That's a Southeast Conference, Greater Cleveland Conference matchup.
I wonder how Elyria, they were down by a few points.
Bishop Hartley 35, Elyria Catholic 21.
Wow.
As we're back set to go.
Oh,
Whoops.
that drew him offside.
Now it's going to be first and goal at the 5. A little bit of our own medicine there. Edison is all over Firelands 42-0. We're in a running clock situation. Mayfield 35, Elyria 21 in the third.
35-21, man.
GCC team Euclid 7 over Brush 0. Fairview on top of Clearview 14-12 in good guy Cody Kaya's head coaching debut. Columbia on top of Independence 16-0. And let's get back to football.
I see this corner out here trying to cover number 4. You got to take
kind
away
of a
that
lonesome end
slant.
situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got to take away that slant.
Everybody in the huddle but the 2 wide receivers, and they're going to just quarterback keep. We're going to outman you. And the Titans recovered nicely. Gain of about a yard only. Looked like he ran. There's your ran a long way and gained 1 because it take the snap so deep. Game with state implications. Glenville on top of Massillon, Washington, 19-7. North Ridgeville 28, North Olmsted nothing. Keystone 20, Northwestern nothing. Mentor 28, Olmsted Falls 21 in another big game.
21-21?
28-21.
Okay.
And another GCC, SEC, SWC competition. Banks, that might have been going to be a handoff, but it got busted up, and he just pulled it down and went wide. Made something out of nothing. Got another yard down to the 3, it looks like.
Like I said, if Shaq Washington is the coach over there, I scouted them years and years ago.
That's a quarterback in his image.
Yeah, exactly.
Just being an athlete. And I'm sure that had something to do with the young man starting the season last year before, they made the switch to let me make sure I pronounce it right. Luke Anziover. And
Yeah, I assumed when I seen that name, they were going to be a passing team all the way.
Well, they were, I think. 3rd down and 2 at the 2. It's 4-down territory since they don't have a place kicker. Timeout, Maple. How spoiled we are. I immediately looked for the 40-second clock, Tom. And Shaq Washington might have had the one in his head going off. Medina beating Stowe 14-7 in the 3rd. Avon Lake and Strongsville in another SWC GCC contest, tied at 22 in the 3rd.
Wow.
Trotwood Madison all over Cleveland Heights, 28-0. Warren Harding over Canton McKinley, 9-8 in the 3rd. I think that's inning. Midview on top of Westlake, 35-14. And that about does it with the local scores we get. Thank you to Fox 8 and their website. If you are a high school football fan in this area, I'm going to tell you right now, you want to download Fox 8's news thing, because they run at the top every Friday night. They run live scoreboard from all of those. For every game I read, there were 3 more.
I like to watch it. What's the name of their little show on there?
Oh, yeah.
Something touchdown or something like that.
Yeah, where they run the helicopter all over the place.
Yeah. They've been to Lorain.
Yes, they have. I can remember that helicopter landing right behind the far bleachers.
Yeah.
Banks to the corner. Touchdown.
That was student body right.
Yeah, here we
and
come.
He just
Stop
followed
us.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, he just followed him. Yep.
That's going to show a 2-yard run for Banks, but that was the kickoff return.
There's another cramp here.
So the Titans are down 7 right now with the conversion to, and he's up. But we'll still have to come out. That looks like it's J.L. Diaz.
Actually, the players are learning how to cramp.
Yeah.
do a cramp on their own.
And it is J.L. Diaz. When you're practicing in the heat, you've got, water horses and girls with water bottles in the huddle and things like that.
And now, if you're JL, you're playing out there some offense and staying every play on defense.
Mm-hmm. It's real early, but this is a big play. Are we a 1-possession game or are we a 2-possession game, Tom?
See what they're doing. Lonesome polecat, and then they'll come sprinting out of the huddle and don't let your linebackers to adjust to how they align themselves.
If you're an old-time college football fan, this is Red Blake's Army team where the wide receiver never went in the huddle.
Navy, I think it was Navy. That
No,
did
it was
Army too?
Bill Carpenter, the lonesome end.
Yeah.
It was right before. He's going to get the corner yet again. Diving in across for the 2 points is Banks. That was right before the big cheating scandal that pulled that program apart, and it really ruined the end of Red Blake's life. 22-13 now, as Maple starts at the 20, benefits from a procedure penalty and takes it in for a 9-point lead. And they've scored the last 16.
What is Lorain going to come back with? Trying to run power?
Well, they're going to come back with whatever they talked about at halftime, because they haven't had the ball yet to know if it works. So we'll see what Coach Boyes has drawn up. Well, I got a moment. I want to once again thank tonight's game ball sponsors. They are VFW Post 451, Fligner's Market, and the Italian-American Veterans Post number 1. The Lorain High Booster Club thanks you for your support.
Yeah, most people just call them the IAV.
Well, that's what I started to do.
No, I think on his kickoff, their premier running receiver is Allen, and he's lining up at the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
He should move up to about the 20.
Now, this is a different alignment. They got a big, that's Ezra Williams in the middle there at the 25-yard line, right in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
They don't have a tandem anymore. Well, here comes the 11th man. Now, he's got it. Let's see. Okay, they rotate back. So that was that might be Serrano's spot that they just took. Kick is away. Kick is down on the ground. Bounces past Ezra. Kicked around there. Picked up by Allen. Spins off one. Going nowhere. Well, now he's got to move the pile forward across the 30. So he made something out of nothing. The Titans will start at the 31. Trailing by 9. I'm sure we'll still see Whitaker at quarterback. You know, they said one of the tough things, and it's not anybody's fault, J.T. Whittington, the freshman quarterback who performed so admirably all preseason, missed Tuesday's practice because of freshman orientation. And it was their film study day. So, you know, that's your freshman. Yeah. And it's obviously it's student athlete, not the other way around. So he was expected to be at orientation. But, they were.
Yeah. When you have academic problems, you got to do it, right?
Well, he doesn't have academic problems.
I don't mean by that problem like scheduling. There's over the middle,
underthrown. He had a man. Zion Moore was out there, unable to adjust to the ball in the air. It was about 2 yards short, but he had a step and inside position on the defender. Nice pocket that time for Whitaker.
It was. He had time.
And, I didn't see his mechanics there, but I know one of the things that I've heard mentioned at times is David gets a little lazy with the footwork because he's got such a good arm. Now Allen switches from right to left. Gives straight ahead. Allen back to the line and maybe a little bit more. And it is 3rd and 9. Now, the old show, Danger, Will Robinson. This is a big, big conversion.
They might have to run that little.
You got to find something to get the ball outside the tackle.
Yeah. They run that like little pass lateral to Allen wide.
Trips to the near side, getting the signal. You know what's coming, Tom? Colleges approved the helmet-to-helmet coach communication. Straight ahead, TJ. Got to have a first down and a lot more. He's across the 50. He's still on his feet inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. No flags. And he's down yet again.
I seen he try to get up and fell down, And a cramp, I'm sure that's what it is. Watch.
One of his teammates not in uniform,
Leonard
McCall, who would have been in competition for
quarterbacking
as a quarterback, but was injured, had a major leg injury during basketball last winter.
Is that what happened?
Still recovering from there. Yep.
He had an Achilles.
I believe that's what it was. Yes. So, you went from 3rd and 9. And here sit these two football geniuses talking about finding a way to get the ball outside, and they did, right between the guard and the tackle. For about 40 yards, and the Titans are in business inside the 30.
How about Cleveland Clinic again?
Yeah, we got Tracy out there.
If Tracy's there, we'll talk about where she's employed, working for Lorain, but paid by Cleveland Clinic. Sports Medicine is conveniently located throughout Northeast Ohio. To find care for your athlete, visit clevelandclinic.org/sportscare. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical provider for Lorain High School and the Titans. An injury can happen to your athlete during a practice or a game.
Just did, but fortunately,
like you mentioned last night,
it was a cramp.
Young man, yep.
Yeah, just last night at practice here. Straight ahead again. This time it's Diaz. He's more the Thunder to Allen's Lightning. Straight ahead and got about 4 or 5. Now we got a Mustang with
a Mustang down.
Now, you know what they do to Mustangs with bad legs, don't you, Tom?
Shoot them. Take them out, shoot them, and drag them off with a tractor. I've been to the track.
But, you know, it's funny because Brian Corey asked us tonight, what's the over and under on how many times the clock will stop for cramps? And I said 10. He said, you think that many? And I said, well, you wanted an over or an under, not a guess as to how many. And we've got to be approaching 8 or 9 right now.
I'm sure we are.
And we didn't have one in the first quarter.
I'm sure we are. Well, you never have in the first quarter.
Right, because they're all stretched out.
Yeah.
But this is, I believe, now 4 this quarter, and we haven't played 5 minutes.
Yeah. But you know the athletes and know they're going to get them, they stretch on their own. You don't have to do team stretches.
Right.
You know you're an athlete. You know you're well defined. You got to stretch on your own sometimes.
Well, it seems like, you know, to a lot of kids, especially young athletes, it seems like when you're stretching, you're not doing anything.
No.
So they don't put as much into it as you'd like them to, and this is, you know, this becomes the result.
Yeah. I coached and even coached in junior high, so never, ever, ever cheat on a stretch.
Right.
Sometimes you cheat on your push-ups or you cheat on some of your sit-ups, but not your stretches.
I know somebody that played junior high football for you.
Yeah, oh yeah. He was our center for 2 years, I think.
Now he's expecting my first grandchild, Tom.
Congratulations to him.
Thank you.
Living in the area?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. We are a little bit excited. So this might be more than a cramp. This is the Maple Heights training staff. Now Tracy out there. Now he's up.
And
he's going to jog off. And there, you know, there is, you know, that is Terrence Whitsitt, a 5'10", 165-pound defensive back. And, you know, there is your lean, athletic, muscular type player. That's the guy that it happens to. Whitaker brings him back out. Diaz still the back at 2nd and 6. Wind the clock, 7:20 to go in the third quarter. Lamar Miller over the ball. Straight ahead, J.L. Diaz. First down inside the 15 to the 14. That'll move them. Stop the clock for a second.
Now, they tried that jet sweep one time early. Now, are they afraid that Maple's just a little bit too fast?
Now, Diaz comes out limping with a cramp, it looks like. And back comes Allen. There's the motion. Straight ahead, Torreno. TJ inside the 10. Yes. He goes by TJ, but I know his name's Torreno because he's named after his dad, who was a student of mine, Tom.
Oh, really, yeah. Torreno.
Whitaker gets the play. Now he looks back to the sideline.
Oh, yeah.
There's the toss sweep, and that didn't fool anyone. Going to be right about at the line of scrimmage. That was Allen.
Yeah.
You know that's the call and that's the design, but it's almost like, oh boy, here they come, you take it. Which is what an option play is.
Yeah, but
But that's not really an option.
That's not an option, though.
Because David's not a threat to run that.
It's not an option. It's a design. He's going to get the ball out there to him.
You know, if you want to run an option out of this set with Whitaker, run the shallow motion and give yourself the option to shovel pass. Whitaker looked confused. That's an incomplete pass, fortunately, as that was squirted out like a watermelon seed between your fingers. But it's going to bring up 4th down and 5, and another big play for the Lorain offense.
No, they haven't tried any like little short.
Well, here comes the kicker.
Ooh-wee.
Jacob Rivera coming out, along with the holder. That would be number 6.
Now
Tyree
Tyree
Morales. Left hash. Ball's going to be placed down at the 14, so it's 24 yards. I would think this is the side he would like, and that one is up, and it is true. Jacob Rivera. That's good math with because if you know you wanted more, but it's a 6-point game now.
Yeah.
And to show your kicker some love in the first game of the season, knowing that you're going to need something down the road.
And he has been putting the ball well past the that 24-yard mark that you
and you know,
mentioned.
There it is, Tom, with that little bit of an angle. He likes lining up over there. But that time he got it to the middle where it, you know, I mean.
You had to go.
Yeah. Now he's going to go back to that same hash mark. And I've got to remember to ask.
Now, they have onside kick.
I watched him practice one last night.
Does he still do that, or does he do it from the middle, or he can go either way?
I think he can. Well,
yeah.
He's not, let's just put it this way, he's not always the kicker when it's an onside kick.
Okay.
You know, now, if you're looking to onside kick against this alignment, the wide side of the field and the short side of the field have the same number of bodies on the receiving team, so you'd probably want to come out here, which would mean that Zion Moore might have a better angle, or David Whitaker, whoever that is, inside. That one goes into the middle of the field and deep to about the 12, taken there straight ahead. Got a cover from behind and wrestled out of bounds. That was number 3, Enrique Robertson. Interesting. That's the kick returner.
Yeah.
5:39 to go, third quarter. Each team's had the ball once, and each team's put points up, but the Mustangs put up 5 more than the Titans.
8 versus 3.
We love to throw that math in there, Tom.
Yeah. Well, you know, the thing is, are they going to be able to stop that quarterback sweep?
Right. Adjustment time. Now, you know, there's a couple of things you've talked about, maybe widening up the ends a little bit, and it doesn't look like that's happening.
No. Like Allen out here is
that was as open as you can be. A quick out because you're walking that linebacker up, the outside linebacker up to try and contain, and respecting that so much that he was 8 yards downfield making a break, and there was still not a Titan anywhere near him. So easy pickings right there for Banks.
Yeah, they're giving that 10-yard cushion on there. So,
and again, it's not, you know, I'm not second guessing, and you have to give something up to take something away.
That's why.
It's the chess match within the game.
That's why the spread was invented, to make all those things happen.
Banks pulls it down, hit, still free. Running, gave ground. He's got a man. Oh, boy. Down to the 20. That is Enrique Robertson. But let's give all the credit to Mike Banks on that scramble and knowing where the receiver is going to be. There's your veteran quarterback.
And you can't blame the defensive back.
No, too
Not
long.
after all that running
Too
back
long,
in the
yeah.
backfield, yeah.
Well, because you got to start one. You've got that clock in your head.
Yeah.
And you got to start wondering. And if he's running around like that, who's expecting him to be able to go deep? Another cramper. Couldn't get a number. He's trying to get up.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to come out of the game.
Is that Allen or is that
No,
Serrano?
that's one of the down guys, I
Okay.
think. So. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, look no further than Joyce Buick GMC. They offer a diverse selection of Buick and GMC sedans, trucks, and SUVs that can fit any lifestyle or budget. Joyce Buick GMC and the Northeast Ohio Buick GMC dealers, proud sponsors of the Lorain High School Titans, Tom.
Yeah.
And that's Ezra, I think. Yep. Thought it was, but
and really, once a cramping starts, now stretching doesn't help it.
no, because
Yeah.
So, 1st and 10 at, let's call it the 21 for Maple.
See, I think Allen is supposed to be that.
Option pass. Yeah. And running now. He's going to have a big field to work with. Can they keep him? Nope.
Wow.
Look at this. That's just not good tackling right there.
And pretty good running.
Well, one begets the other.
Slippery running.
And
I didn't know
another
how he
Titan.
slid out of that.
Another 2 Titans down. 54, Jalen Moore is 1. Now the other was 22, the freshman Amari Neal. He got up. He's back at the goal line, limping a little bit. And they got nobody to stretch him, so he's going to have to walk it off.
Walk it off.
Now I'm thinking that we've hit the over, Tom.
Oh, I think you're in the way over. Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to look and see here if I can find some more scores.
Wow.
Oh. My favorite score of the night is Anderson is beating Cooper. 32-3. I don't know where Cooper is, but
I don't know where Anderson's at.
now Massillon has come all the way back to take a 20-19 lead over Glenville.
Wow.
Well, and you know,
Yeah.
for so long Glenville has, and I don't know the situation. I saw a little preview with Coach Ginn last night on the news, but they've suffered from not having a kicking game. And here they are down 1. I want to really congratulate the athletic directors from Anderson and Cooper for making that game happen.
Yeah. How many games were played last night?
Oh, more than a couple.
Yeah.
Of course, the big one being Avon all over St. Ignatius. There's a give, and that's going to get the corner right there and into the house for another Maple score. That's Cunningham Bird from 5 yards. And, you know, the problem with getting 3 is giving up 6 or 7 or 8. So the Titans drop down by 12. Now, good news is it's 2 possessions, make or miss here. Bad news is you haven't had a stop in a long time.
No.
At this rate, the Maple Heights punter's not going to let her. Banks just going to follow his running back, and he's going to get the corner. He just outruns everybody. And it is 30-16. Titans have had a 7-0 lead and have been outscored 30-9 since that first possession of the ball game. And quite honestly, you know, it would be great to run this kickoff back, but it would be better to take a 3 or 4 minute drive and score a touchdown and give the defense a chance to rest. But who knows? Again, we're starting to get some fourth quarter. Amherst, the final, 48-6 over Sandusky in a home game at Avon Lake.
Now, we have Sandusky in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Over there in Sandusky.
Yep. So
now, you don't know if Amherst is that good because they did a pretty nice scrimmage, but they weren't world beaters because Lorain just contained them to the last play.
Mid-Park 21, Brunswick 7 late in the third. Hartley still 35-21 over Elyria Catholic.
Hartley's usually a good school down from Columbus.
Yep. Mayfield 35-21 over Elyria.
Yeah.
And here's your kick. High spinner, going to bounce. Did we get it?
I think so.
Boy, you know that.
But it was close.
That's the play that I will maintain cost us the playoff game last year.
When no one jumped on that?
No one jumped on that first kickoff. After they came out and scored on the first series, they had 2 touchdowns before we had a ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Coach Creel looks like he might be going to get a win as he's 13-0 over Brush in the beginning of the fourth quarter.
I haven't seen any write-ups on Euclid, how they're doing, or, I mean, what their projection is, or.
They've had some struggles. I wish this were true. They've got Maple Heights 22-13 over Lorain rather than 30-16. I'd give up 3 to take away 8. Now this is Diaz, or is that Harrison? That's Harrison. Look at him fight for yards. He's so small, Tom, that they picked him up and carried him.
But this is the first time he ran the ball this half.
Javion Harrison listed at 5'7", a buck and a half. Now, I have known many, many, many football coaches through the years. And if they say that you're 150, you've got your pads on and you're holding all your books. So, 2nd and 1, free down, right? Yep. Whitaker flips it over the middle. Going to be lucky that he hit ground because that was touched. That was hit at the line.
Well, yeah.
And now we got a Mustang down, and I'm not sure if this one's a cramp or not, the way he's. And also down is one of the Titans. That's number 4.
Moore.
Jazion Moore.
Yeah. Oh, I see that. I didn't see. I was looking downfield for the Mustang, but he's behind the line of scrimmage.
That's the pass rusher there.
Yeah. Yeah,
that is number 19, Kingston Boyd. The gentlemen behind us have moved around. We got Mr. Pisciotti on the camera here.
You jack of all trades.
He must be in the front row. So, you know, Tom, an organization that you and I are a member of is the Lorain Sports Hall of Fame. And it was really entertaining the other night when we had the meeting at the school and had the museum open. Because there's so much neat stuff there. And, you know, and a lot of the talk, of course, was that we're landlocked. And that's a problem that the Hall of Fame is going to have to
figure out how to do that, yes.
Solve. Because there's just, quite honestly, isn't a lot of space. You know, we're going to have enough room for this year's plaques.
Yeah, but then you have to come up with a creative idea to do the more.
You know, there was discussions about, you know, can we do a touchscreen digital and put all the plaques that way and have it sortable by year and or in school and things like that.
You make a gigantic database. That'd be a nice little project for some computer people.
And you know, there was also mentioned that you know, you don't get rid of the plaques, but you put them in a cabinet so that if you're coming in from out of town and want to see your dad's Hall of Fame plaque,
we can show you.
You can go in and you can get a picture with it because it's just in this cabinet. We don't, you know. But
well, you know, I like to see a lot of the people who are listening in this audience tonight to come and take a look at the museum.
Yeah, that's why I led into that, is because it's such a great, especially for us longtime Lorain people. And, you know, of course, I was born and raised here, and you've been here
since '68.
Since '68, so that's a long time Lorainite. And there's so many good memories in there. And, you know, the other thing, that there are still so many worthy athletes that we don't have enshrined in the Hall of Fame. And, you know, people will say, well, doesn't so-and-so belong? Well, nominate him.
They probably do belong, but you need to, and this comes from the public that do the nomination, that will do that, sure.
lshof.org is the website, and go there and nominate them, because you're right, they probably do. There's a good, strong 1-yard run to move the sticks. That's Diaz. Gets out to the 41. So 3:43 to go. Clock stopped to move the chains, and now it starts. Diaz out. Back comes Harrison. You know, when I first did this 25 years ago with Ron Bacalar, Admiral King had a couple of backs, you know, family members by the name of Harrison. And the one kid was such a bulldog of a runner. He was a no-cut runner. I used to say he was north and south. You know, he'd get it and head it, you know, straight ahead. But, you know, a very decisive. And he had a couple of, you know, well over 1,000-yard seasons. His first name escapes me, and I don't want to
I can't think of it.
Guess,
I can't think of it. Yep. Oh, there is a wealth of athletes coming out of Admiral King, out of Southview, out of the old Lorain High before they changed to the Titans. Yeah, St. Mary's had
St.
great
Mary's,
things, sure.
You know, in Clearview, let's not, you know,
and don't
when we go back to the Hall of Fame nominations, all eligible. Whitaker, screen the little short just across the line. He held that, but took a licking. That was Morales, number 6.
Whitaker had me fooled. I thought for sure he was lost.
He did not have Maple fooled.
No, but whoever was covering that screen covered it well.
Now it's 3rd and 11. Quickly set to go. Now Whitaker will look over to the sidelines and get the call. Maple changing a defense as well as linebacker sneaking up. It's not going to be long, and it's going to be another one of those unfunded mandates, is that coach-to-helmet communication will be coming in high school. Straight ahead, Harrison makes a cut, got a first down and a lot more, makes another cut all the way down to the 35-yard line.
And
give him 26 on that one. Tom, dare I say, Mr. Harrison's got to be approaching 100 yards.
I know he is. Yes, he is. And that was up the middle.
Yep.
For a speedster.
Well, what you keep him clean to the hole. There it is again, same play. And got about 3 or 4 that time. Again, clean to the hole.
Shortest distance of the goal line is straight up the middle, but that's why you defense the middle.
Yep.
It won't work again. Sometimes you go,
now
that's a little wider. That's a little bit wider.
It outside. He's got positive yards yet again. Going to be third and about 2. There's now they're stout. No, they're going to give him a first down. I couldn't see the bottom of the stick, but they're giving him the 26-yard line and a first down for the Titans. Minute 1:02 to go, third quarter as they wind it. Nice to get one here. Again, and let the defense rest a little bit, but so many of them are both ways. Harrison out there, hands on hips behind Whitaker. 3 receivers to the near side. Miller over the ball, set to go. Straight ahead, Harrison got nothing. You know, it's inevitable that you're going to say one too often, right?
Yeah.
But it might have been the last one. You keep, that could have worked just as well.
Just as well.
You got to find out. There's, 2 fields of thought there. You go to the well once too often, or you run it until they stop it. So 2nd and 11. Whitaker drops the snap. Now it's going to be 3rd and a lot. Whitaker drops it at about the 32. His helmet comes up. Now he's got to.
I don't know.
He's got to come out because there's no penalty. The only way he doesn't have to come out is if there's a penalty. That's the end of the quarter.
Then they have to call timeout. They can make a timeout and get them back in, kind of thing, isn't?
So
or that's an NFL rule or something.
We've played 3 in Lorain. 30 for Maple Heights, 16 for the Titans. Back with the final quarter after this timeout.
Oh, I see who you're talking about. I see who you're talking about, yeah.
Shook me up for a minute.
Yeah. Well. We're back here set to start the 4th quarter. Tom, I know we got at least one person watching the game because I just got a text and said, hey, that was Anthony Harrison that ran at Admiral King, and this is his son. So how about that? Yeah.
Sit a little closer to the potatoes, little guy.
Uh-oh, got a new quarterback.
New quarterback. That's the freshman, and he didn't have didn't have a lot of room, so.
Oh, he had to come in because Whitaker had to sit out.
Whitaker had to sit out that play. That was Jaden Winnington, and that was his JT is what he goes by. And now.
Are they going to try to keep him in there a couple more plays?
Well, it's 4th and 15 now.
Yeah.
Whitaker's back.
See, they're going to be in a pass prevent defense.
Right. Now, Diaz is the back, which may surprise you, but I'm sure it's pass protection. Whitaker slides. Whitaker flips it. There was, you know what that was? That was to be a backwards pass.
To 55?
Yep.
He can't catch the ball with a 55 number.
A backwards pass is a lateral.
Oh, backward. Oh, I see what you're saying. Backward pass. No, that wasn't backwards, though.
No, that was Amari Malone that they were trying to get it to. Now, Whitaker had to give up enough ground that it turned into would have been an illegal forward pass.
I got you.
But I saw them working on that at practice.
I know what you're talking about now. Yes, I seen that same one at practice, yeah.
You know, in fact, when I saw him working on that,
yeah.
Coach DeSalvo said to me, if we score on that play and you don't go crazy, I'm coming after you. You know, that does a lot of things. It's a different look, number one, but it's also fun for the kids. Because August is hot.
Yeah.
I'm saying that for those of you that don't know. I know who that is, Janice. That was Janice Jackson that sent me the text. I wasn't calling you out, but now I will. Again, kind of cool that we've got that we're not talking into a great void, Tom. And you know, I got a text before the game from Columbus, Sly Worthy.
Okay, he's
former assistant coach. Said, "Hey, are you on TV tonight?"
Yeah.
So I'm sure he's down there tuned in. Or
wow,
he is on his way back to Ohio State to complete his PhD.
Can you imagine?
How
Sly?
good is that? Fake slant. There's just too much ground to cover defensively there, and they're out to the 50, gain of about 19, and a first down. Serrano going to come off now, Serrano. Oh, no, that's just throwing a towel.
That was a new play. That was the first time they did that.
That was just such a big cushion that they had to do that at some point. You know, the strength of Maple Heights' team is their receiving corps. You know, they've got 3 guys with Division I offers. 2 are in uniform tonight. And the inexperience of the Titan defense is the secondary. And into the secondary is Cunningham Bird, and he's run out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 10. And again, no flags. What a clean game this has been from a penalty perspective.
I'm looking at this Maple kid trying to get a cramp out of his calf by jumping up and down. 53.
Yeah, I thought he was mad about a call, honestly.
I think he's getting a cramp in his foot.
Yeah, now they're going to whistle, and they're going to take time, I believe. Nope, officials timeout for
a cramp.
This is the first timeout we've had for cramping where we didn't actually have a player on the ground till now. And he's down now in the Maple sideline, and they're working on him.
So one of the Maple kids said, now work on me a little bit.
Yep.
Wow.
And you know who that is, Tom? That's Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine out there working on him. They're conveniently located throughout Northeast Ohio. To find care for your athlete, visit clevelandclinic.org/sportscare. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud to be the official medical provider for Lorain High School and Titus. And I haven't seen an appearance of Titus yet tonight, have I? No. We just had a visitor to the booth, and it was for a sucker. No, thanks, Mike. I got to talk. Some would say you ought to keep one in your mouth and not talk so much, Ferguson.
That's how I keep the kids running, you know?
Yep.
Knocked up on sugar.
Sugar them up, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, this becomes, you know, really problematic here because with the clock where it's at, Titans struggles offensively to mount anything of a chunk nature. You know, you're looking maybe at putting it out of range here.
They're still at a 2-score right now.
Right.
If they score again, it's going to be 3-score, and it's going to be hard.
Yep. Because you just don't get the ball back that often. Snap back, keeping it, lofting it to the end zone, got a man.
That's going to be an interception.
Nope.
Oh, he knocked it down?
Yep.
Okay.
And there's a flag. I think they had guys downfield. Is what. Nope. Yep. The whole offensive line was within the inside the 5-yard line. Is what it looked like to me. Ezra Williams signaling, "Don't come in. I'm staying." Now he's not. Ezra's trying to send him off. But Jalen Moore in to take at least a snap.
You know, Maple
Penalty's a 5-yarder and loss it down for ineligible downfield. Maybe they didn't.
Did they move the ball back?
They moved the ball back to the 13 from the 8.
Okay.
But they didn't take the down, which I thought was part of that penalty.
I think that's intentional grounding when it's the.
Yeah, I'm sure that is.
Yeah.
Straight ahead, Cunningham Bird. He's going to get it all back and lands in the end zone. Nice finish to that run. And unfortunately for the Titans, with 10:05 to go, Cunningham Bird goes 13 yards for his 3rd touchdown of the game.
You know, Maple is doing that little, they used to call it a sweet little huddle. I can't
Like a
think
sugar
of the name.
huddle.
Sugar huddle.
Because it's short and sweet.
And then you run out there and you don't have enough time to adjust to what they're doing. Sometimes they're wide, sometimes they're tight. That's a new wrinkle. I've never seen Maple do that before.
Well, but it's first game. Next week's team, the next week's opponent will have
know
seen
how to do it. Sure. Well, next week's opponent for Lorain is Elyria. Who does Maple have? Do they have any
honestly,
schedule?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I haven't had a chance to even see if the scores have been up on Joe Whitell.
He usually has to wait a little bit before he makes his predictions.
But he usually loads the schedules.
Okay, I didn't know that part.
We've got Bay and Ashland were tied at 10-10. Now in the 4th quarter, Ashland's on them 42-10.
Wow.
So that was a big turnaround.
You know, Bay has one of their he's in the Wilhelm thing. I think Hereditario. His father was
his grandpa
teacher.
Was a Lorain High.
Grandpa is not a father.
Set to go for the conversion here. Each team with 11, hopefully. Looks like Mid-Park's going to come out ahead of Brunswick. It's 28-7 late in the 4th. Gives straight ahead to Cunningham Bird, and he is stopped.
Did not make it.
So it'll remain 36-16. And Maple will kick it to Lorain. Now Lorain's got to have lots of big plays.
Yep.
Mayfield and Elyria is stuck at 35-21. That probably hasn't had an update. Fairview 36-18 over Clearview. Not yet a final. 4th quarter.
You know, I'm thinking we might see Jaden Whittington I see you warming up on the sideline.
Well, here's one that's interesting, Tom. Glenville and Massillon, Washington tied at 27 late in the fourth.
There's two storied named programs, isn't it?
Yep. You know, Glenville is a bit of an anomaly. Mentor did beat Olmsted Falls. You know, that they have so many athletes at the Division V level, I believe.
Yeah. I think they should be playing a Division I schedule, though. Yeah.
Well, and they do. I mean,
you're right, exactly.
You know, last year I know that they had, well, they're the last team to beat Avon in the regular season. That one taken out of the air and brought back. Nice cut. Titans in business across the 50. That's number 18, Walter Martin. You know what he did a good job of fielding that ball with his hands and just getting it upfield. They're going to spot it right at the midfield stripe.
Makes marching off 10 yards easier that way for them.
Yep. Medina's 21-13 over Stowe late in the fourth. Avon Lake and Strongsville are tied at 36 late in the fourth. Vermilion got Margaritaville in. Margaretta's all over him, 56-21.
There is Whittington's in there with Allen.
Oh, missed the snap. You know, now
I hate to see his very first play.
Second, but yeah.
Well, the other was just a run in there to,
And I mean, you think about, what I noticed on that play, and it was uncalled, but different cadences.
Yeah.
The motion man was upfield before the ball was snapped that time. And, so it was not only just a different cadence for the center, but different,
timing
for the motion man. Now they lost about halfway to Wellington here, so it's going to be 2nd and 22. And this is all about the future.
Yeah, I'd like to see him make some nice clean handoffs.
Now
he's going to have to throw the ball.
Get his feet wet. Yep.
Now he's going to have to throw the ball.
There's a clean handoff, gain of about 3. That's Harrison.
There's 13. Campbell's in. Andre Campbell, I never seen that one.
Boy, there's a name from the past. I don't know if that's any relation to the Andre Campbell that we coached at Admiral King for basketball. I'm sure I'll get a text from Janice, though.
Yeah.
Straight back. I hope I get a text if it is. That was in and out of the hands of the, that was a freshman to freshman.
Yeah, Neal.
As Amari Neal unable to hold it. And it's 3rd down, and was there a penalty there?
No, that's where.
Yeah, there was. They're getting ready to march. They might have roughed the passer.
Ooh.
Yep. Welcome to the game, freshman. That's 15 and gets him across the 50.
Well, I was watching the pass. I didn't watch the action after the pass. Yeah.
So that moves the sticks on the personal foul. The only penalty that does that in high school sports. Over the middle, that was picked. That was just a slingshot there. And that is Keyshawn Shepard, who does so much for this team, just stepped in front of Josiah LeBoy and picked it off.
I don't know what school he's going to, but he's going Division I next year.
Right. You know, Whittington, one of the nice things about this is Whittington's going to get a chance to see a few plays he's involved in on the film. And I think when he looks at that one, he's going to recognize that, boy, I dropped my arm pretty bad on that one.
Well.
But, as they say, Mike Tyson used to say everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the mouth. And, okay, the last play was what? Roughing the passer? That's akin to getting punched in the mouth.
It sure is, yep. Takes away your plan A.
So this is still Banks. And why wouldn't it be? He is the end around. Get this on film, and it's going to go a ways.
That's the first time they tried that this game.
William Jones, number 11, was right there. And I think when he sees the video of this play, he's going to say, I can come up.
Yeah.
And make that play a little earlier, first down yardage. He was, he read it. He was in perfect spot.
I give this Maple team a little credit. They have a quarterback who wasn't expected to play preseason and is doing well.
To be honest, I think that Banks has had most of the snaps this preseason. Here's a keeper for Banks. If I'm Shaq Washington, I'm not too happy about that, but I think they missed a handoff. He's run out of bounds at about the 42. Now, now those cramps that you're going to shake off get to hurt a little bit more. 7 minutes to go and down 20. Maple in no hurry. And
do they have 11 out there? I didn't. Oh yeah, I didn't see.
Like I said,
I didn't see.
There they go, 11 linebackers.
I didn't see way out there.
And I don't know how it affects the game, but this quick huddle with the wide receivers not coming into it sure has helped their momentum. Here's a double wing. Fake, slant, same play that the Titans had trouble defending with that cushion is there again. Down to about the 26.
Now, I wonder if, like the old lonesome polecat, how are they getting into play? Because that was a pass that kid that didn't get into the huddle.
Well, he's standing right next to the coach.
I'm sure they're telling him something.
Because he was much closer to the coach than he was to the defensive back. As we look over there, now the corner has come up, but he's 7 or 8 yards from the receiver, and the receiver's looking directly at the coach. They use a signal. How's the quarterback's getting the play by signal? That's Cunningham Bird yet again, and he's got another first down inside the 15. And there's their corner run yet again. Clock stopped, 5:46 to go. Next Friday, Tom, right here with Elyria, always good to play an old rival. And, both teams look like they're going to come in.
Down a game?
Yeah, 0-1. So we'll see the Pioneers in a non-conference tilt. And old LEL rival going to start the season 1-0, Maple Heights, as they look to win the final Lake Erie League Conference title, as that league kind of is coming apart after this football season, I believe.
Okay.
They're playing a football schedule because
they had to.
Yeah, you play once a week, and those are set so far in advance. And with 5 teams, that means you had the 5 and 5 non-conference games anyhow. You don't need to find 10.
Yeah. Well,
Allen coming out on defense. He's probably done for the night.
Is Garfield staying in that league?
Well, that league's done.
Okay, but are they playing that the
I
other
believe this
football?
Yeah, this year I think they
Okay.
are. And then they were planning on leaving anyhow. You know, there is a school that's driven by basketball, and that's the decision there. Let's see, we got to tighten slow to get up. That's
I can't see.
11, William Jones, I think. No, it's Serrano again, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, number 1.
Brad Admini, number 2, coming in at safety to replace him. Fade pattern complete. That was nicely done. I mean, it was not as well covered as it could have been, in the sense that the receiver had time to back up and catch that with 3:19 to go. That is a 10-yard pass.
Well, Maple has shown a lot of things that they haven't done the first 3 quarters this last quarter.
Right.
And a little fade like that little reverse they ran.
You might say 3 minutes to go, why are they doing that? Well, they're putting some things like that end around and like that play on film for somebody to practice against. You know, it's not always that you want to keep things under wraps until you need them. Sometimes you want to keep things out there for people to have to prepare for. And Bird wants to throw it, throws it to the same spot, but it's empty that time.
I think he just threw it away,
yeah,
to tell
definitely.
you the truth.
Definitely. So 42-16, Maple on top. And you know, you had so much turnover from last year that you didn't know what you were going to get. Even, you know, seeing some of the scrimmages, and Coach Boyes, after the first scrimmage, really beat himself up in the media about their preparation, if you'll recall.
I do read
And he was very frustrated. Now, the Amherst scrimmage was obviously a little bit better, but you still didn't know what you were going to get tonight. Maple Heights, hey, they're still smarting from losing that 10th game last year that cost them a league title. And, you know, you got a wounded animal here when you got your backup quarterback in, even though he was the starter last year. Now, Harrison late to get out there. He's going to be on the kickoff receiving team. He's over by the Browns helmet on the far side. This is Robertson, who did everything but twirl in the halftime show. Picked up by Harrison. Bounced to the outside. Dancing a little bit, didn't get much. Crossed the 30, maybe to the 31, where the Titans will take over with 3:12 to go. I would think we're going to see 2s and 3s here, Tom.
I would hope, tell you the truth. I mean, they deserve it.
Well, they're going to play tomorrow.
You know that there's 2 trends of thought about freshmen playing on the varsity, and one of the trends is you keep them freshmen on the freshmen so they have a good, obviously they're great players or they wouldn't be on the varsity, and you want that freshman team to have such a good season that it permeates all the way for the next 3 years. The other trend of thought is if you're the best, you got to play. Yeah.
And, you know, quite honestly, in talking both to Coach Boyes and freshman coach Carlos Chavis, You know, they played last night, and Lorain's freshman beat Maple 20-0.
Okay.
And, you know, Chavis, he was excited about his first win as a coach, but he was also worried about losing players.
Oh, yeah. They're so good they're going to have to play varsity now.
A little jet sweep look there.
And he's still
fumbled the
ball.
ball out at about the 44 where it's fallen on. That was 18, Jameer Patterson, a sophomore, and had a decent little 5-6 yard gain, and the ball came flying out. Didn't see how.
That's too bad at this level, what I'm talking about with 3 minutes to go. The first snap Whittaker had to take,
right,
or Whittingham had to take, was way past him, 15-yard loss. This one was a fumble, you know, it's bad.
TV 20 club members who are here helping us and Mr. Pashadi get us and keep us on the air. Deshaun Gore, Shania Smith, Andre Cook Jr., Jordan Finley. Who else did I have? I had Shavar.
Shavar was here for a minute.
Oh,
I wasn't giving him credit.
Okay. Well, that's all we had. We won't give his last name. We just had Shavar.
Oh, everybody knows Shavar.
Because we only had part of him.
Everyone knows Shavar.
I see how it is, Shavar. Get a little ink.
They don't get credit if they don't stay.
Yeah.
Is this a backup quarterback, Tom?
I think it's
can't
4,
see.
but I can't.
I do too. I think it's Marlon Brown. 14.
14, okay.
That's Amante Brazil, sophomore, listed as a defensive back and wide receiver. But if how this is going to go is what I think, he can stand back there and hand it off as well as the next guy.
And he doesn't know the signal, so he has to run over to the coach and get a
Well, it's going to take
verbal.
more time. I think that the coaching staff's had enough.
Yeah.
You know, if this were a preseason scrimmage between two teams, that last offensive play for Lorain probably would have
been the last one, yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're directing traffic out here.
Yep.
See,
There's another give, same kind of play. That is Uwe Scott, number 24. The print on their roster is so small, but I'd swear that says Uwe, doesn't it? Or is it OC?
O-C-E-Y.
Okay, the letters are too small for me in this darkened environment. OC Scott. I was going to say, if he's Uwe Scott, he's got the greatest name ever. I'm disappointed. Young guys still coming in in and out of the Titan lineup.
See, I think when they go trip on this side, the linebacker lines up as a deep safety. Yeah. Oh, I see. Then
there's a whistle. I think that's delay a game. I don't think anybody's upset about that either. Except maybe the official had to call it, because isn't there some sort of a official's code about who buys?
Who delays the game?
Well, with a 26-point game.
Yeah.
You know, you'd like to let him stand there until there's a keeper. He busts away. This is going to be trouble stopping. Okay, brought down on a nice pursuit there.
See, now someone, if they score, someone might say they're running it up.
No.
But I say if they got seconds and thirds in there, he deserves to try to do whatever he can.
And he's handing it off.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he threw it, this is a guy who's not listed as a quarterback.
Right.
This is my man Uwe. Oh no, this is Monte Brazil. Now they are taking as much time as they possibly can. They had 61 in the backfield there, standing next to the quarterback. You know, we had that sugar huddle where they came out up to the line and just snapped it. Well, this is the opposite. Maple Heights is lined up for the handshake.
Yeah, they might get into what they call victory formation.
He's under center for the first time all night, and he's going to take a knee. And you know what the whole thing there was to get it under 40.
Yeah.
And Maple Heights will run off celebrating. The Titans will walk off dejected. The two teams will meet at the 50 and shake hands. This time, rather than as conference opponents, as non-conference opponents. And
yeah.
So I'm sure, Tom, that there's going to be some disappointment in that Titan locker room, but some good things happen. But more good things happen for Maple Heights.
But you're only allowed to be disappointed
till morning.
Yeah. After films, you watch them, and then you got to prepare for the next week.
Right.
This game's over and done with. You play for next week, and that's going to be Elyria, and that's going to be a rivalry. So,
and teams with long memories have trouble recovering from disappointment. And, that's where your veteran coaching staff comes together. I'm sure by the time the Titans meet tomorrow, Coach DeSalvo will have been blamed for everything and dismissed from the coaching staff for the 10th time so far this young season.
And then brought him back right after films or something.
Yeah, and then they'll make him break down the films.
Yeah. Yeah. Are they putting their films on Huddle?
Yeah,
now?
if as you leave here, Tom, look at the top of the press box and you'll see the Huddle cam.
Okay.
It takes it right now. It's on Huddle right now.
Right now. Okay.
So and then they've got a student. They also film from the end zone. You see the tripod down in the south end zone is that's a live feed.
Okay.
That one of the student managers does, a former student who does. And the Titans, as always, inside the shield on the center of the field as they wrap things up. What a night that started out so beautiful weather-wise and such promise.
With that very first run of the game.
TJ Allen, 2 yards, had 66 yards on the first drive of the game. And I'm going to guess that when we see the stats in the paper tomorrow, he doesn't have 100 yards.
Probably not. Then they bring in some substitutes.
Right.
I said they're going to have to do that.
Maple adjusted to the inside running game, which was Lorain's first option. And Lorain was unable to mount anything for the longest. And Maple took the lead. Lorain, late in the half, put a drive together to lead 13-6. But then Maple scored right before the half, 14-13. And after that, it was an onslaught as the second half was 32-3.
Well, I think what they're going to have to do is come up with a way to run a little counter action. They got to run more that you just can't hand off to someone up the middle. You have to hand off to him and then break somebody, but you need another back to do it. Yeah. With a lot of teams, it's the quarterback, like Maple was doing it.
Right.
He was their running back after the fake.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's a week to regroup for the Titans.
And I'm sure they'll come up with a plan.
That's what good coaching staffs do, and we have a good coaching staff. We'll be back here next Friday night to see the Elyria Pioneers and the Lorain Titans right here at George Daniel. Hope to see you here. If not, hope that you tune in. But for Mr. Michael Pisciotti, who did all the dirty work behind the camera to get us on the air and keep us there, and his crew, from a partner Tom Bauer, this is Jay Ferguson reminding you all that it is a great time to be a Titan.
Yeah. Is anybody else doing games during